Okay, let's read this. Besides that, hi everybody. I still have the cold. Thanks for your well wishes. So far, I have it. My 14-year-old son has it. My husband has it. Nobody else has it. So I'm sure it will make it through the entire household when it's done. But anyways, here's what this says. Hi there. Before we start the video, if you could thumbs up and subscribe, that would be awesome. Also, I love hearing from you guys and read all of your comments. So please leave me something. I only ask that it is kind or constructive. Negativity is bad. Okay. Thanks for watching. First of all, Chantal, you don't want to receive or accept any type of advice, because a number of us for over the years have tried to give you constructive criticism, advice to kind of help you down the right path of life, right path of life, health life, choose whatever path you want to pick. We've tried to help you. I believe the only reason that you're doing this is because you know that when you interact with your subs a little bit more in the comment section, it kind of bumps up your algorithm and your monies. So that's the only reason why you're doing this. You actually do not give a shit about anybody but yourself. So let's get to, as Chantal would say.
Hello, guys. Hello, darlings.
Ew. Yuck. Don't do that again.
I'm super excited. I'm super happy.
Why?
And I woke up from a nap. I took my blood sugar, and it's been the lowest it's been so far.
What, 15?
In a long while, like since being sick. So my blood sugars have been going up and down, but they've been not going down very much.
Because you keep eating crap.
When I got sick on July 1st, basically, they were high. Like,
wow. I
the
wonder
highest
why.
was 25 mmol. I'll try to convert that for you guys, but maybe not. I don't know. It's very Googleable. I apologize if I forget. Or
like, honestly, she's probably been that high multiple times, maybe even higher. I don't even know if that's humanly possible. She is extremely lucky that she did not have a stroke or go into a coma. Extremely lucky.
Whatever. So I have an update for you guys. Part 2 on, I went to my first follow-up appointment at the internal medicine.
And by the way, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Look at this photo.
Basically, this is
okay. Like, all of you know that I had a son that had congenital heart disease. So for 20 some odd years, we were back and forth to UCLA and Westwood for his treatment. Okay. My husband diabetic, back and forth to the doctor for him. I have never once taken stupid photos like this at the medical office. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Is that a thing? I don't know. Seems kind of weird.
Follow-up appointment that was made by the doctor in observation at the emergency department when I went.
Chantal, why do you have? Let me, if I can zoom this in.
So
you have eyeliner on one eyeball and not the other. Do you own a mirror? Can you look at yourself before you come on camera, or you just not give a fuck? Like
journey has been going to a clinic, and a private clinic, basically getting assessed, getting blood work done, urine sampled, whatever I could provide.
So basically what you're doing, instead of taking advantage of the Canadian healthcare system, now you're taking advantage of the Kuwait healthcare system and probably taking up a spot for an actual citizen. Way to go, Chantal.
You guys saw it in my picture where I'm like trying to drink those little cups of water. Like, I don't know why, but I wasn't giving out anything that day, hardly.
Why? Because it was barbecue piss?
Because of the infection, but every time I think of that, I want to drink water because
diabetic thirst. And like I said, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I saw the clips of this. I didn't watch the whole video. I see that they put her on new medications. I wouldn't be surprised if they put her on LASIK at home to help her with that fluid retention. Along with that, because she had such severe edema, I would be shocked if they are not telling her to monitor her fluid intake and only drink a certain amount of fluids per day. I would be shocked if they didn't tell her that.
Having a kidney infection and diabetes will make you so thirsty. I always used to wonder why my grandma always, like growing up, always was obsessed with having a glass of water. Like she had to have water, like it was like air for her. She always had to have water.
Because that's called the diabetic thirst, Chantal. When you have diabetes and it's not controlled, that is a side effect.
With her, she could not go out somewhere without water, and now I'm like that. So.
Because you have uncontrolled diabetes.
I should have seen it as like foreshadowing. I don't know. Anyways, so I was given, because I was in the emergency department. So basically after the clinic, they saw my numbers and specifically like the creatinine level and like the.
Okay, I know it as creatine, not creatinine. Creatine. I don't know if that's how they pronounce it over there, but I know it as creatine.
Your analysis that came back, the doctor was concerned and he was like, you need to go to the emergency. I'm going to write you a letter to go there with the concern.
Because your liver's malfunctioning, probably.
I spent some time in the hospital, in the observation department, women's observation, and the doctor made me a couple follow-up appointments. He made me a follow-up appointment with internal medicine, like to follow up regarding everything, the medications they put me on,
a regular
my
doctor,
blood sugar levels and this and that. And then a little slip to go anytime to set up an appointment for some diabetic education.
She's not going to do it.
Which I will do very soon.
Sure.
And so I had my
sure, Jan.
appointment on Wednesday. Today's Thursday. I was discharged from the hospital Monday night. So that didn't give me a lot of time to like try the new medication. Like it was only like a day and a half.
What is it, like fun for you?
Follow-up appointment.
But why are you acting excited? Like, oh, I didn't have enough time to try this new med out. It's so cool. You're an idiot.
I went there, and I failed to look at the bottom of the doctor just took my phone, took a picture of the appointment, but I didn't see the bottom where it said, please come between 2 and 5 p.m. So the clinic was only between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. So I went, early in the morning with Salah, and we had to come back in the afternoon. So that's
probably because they handle the business of the day and then take care of idiots like you in the later hours of the day, Chantal. You're not like first come, first serve for you. You need to, get back in line.
We came back in the afternoon and we saw the doctor and
does anybody else have a feeling like she's making this up as she goes along and she's like ad-libbing certain things? I don't know, I get that vibe for some reason.
He just basically was like, okay, how are you doing? How are your blood sugars? And my blood sugars at that time, like I tested my blood sugar before going to the appointment, and it was like 18.5, so it was really high. And I was just like getting discouraged because like, I was just like really.
I tested my blood sugar the other day. You know what it is? 4.
Like no matter what medications I took, whatever, nothing was working. And I remember the doctor in OBS saying to start with 5 units of insulin, which apparently was like too low because you're supposed to also go by body weight. So the doctor was like, well, yeah, 5 units of insulin is too low. So you have to go by what your body weight is. So he checked the report with my body weight.
Because they usually start you out like for a normal individual, probably a normal sized individual. I believe they start you, is it 5 to 7 or 5 to 6 milligrams? I remember it was something like that. That's what they start you out at.
So
for her,
he went by that, and
be a
they weighed me at the clinic, so it was on the report that the doctor wrote for them. So they still had that in the system. And so he upped it to 15 units of insulin at around 10 p.m. in the evenings, and he put me on some new medications. One is, I'll show you them, I guess, for educational purposes. So there's something written on this one in Arabic, and I don't know.
For me, the feeling that I get, I don't believe this is for educational purposes, because I wouldn't let Chantal educate a fucking piece of poop. This is like a flex, like, look at me. I'm taking care of myself. Look at me. I'm on the meds. Like, not because she actually wants to do it. She's doing it for a flex. That's just my opinion.
Zocor, 20 milligrams of
cholesterol
Zocor.
Meds.
And this is for, he's saying that these are like baseline medications that they give.
No, it's for high. See, you're lying already. This is for high cholesterol, Chantal. Stop lying. This is not baseline meds. They're not going to just put you on something as a baseline, whatever. What is that term, baseline med? You're speaking like it's like a Tylenol pill. No, that's for high cholesterol. Shut up.
I know, at this clinic, for people who are type 2 diabetic, and, because of the organs that are affected by type 2 diabetes,
this is all bullshit.
Number one killer, apparently, of diabetes is actually heart disease. So he's giving me it's not.
You know what? I don't even know if that's even a true statement. I'm gonna have to Google that later, but I think it just depends on how well you control your diabetes. And I mean, everybody that has diabetes, and like chronically, let's just say it's genetic or chronically, like my husband, for example, his organs are going to be affected by it. So whether it be the heart, whether it be the kidneys, liver, whatever, there's going to be some damage done due to the diabetes. So I don't know if that's a true statement, Chantal.
Cholesterol. Zocor is actually also used, from what I read, for like chronic kidney disease.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Excuse me.
Actually, you can Google it, because I know a little bit about certain meds, because my husband and son have been on quite a few of them, and I believe there was an actual lawsuit filed against this medication because it does, in certain individuals, cause kidney damage. So I don't know if they prescribe this for the kidneys. I don't think so.
He gave me some Zocor. I take one a day.
I don't think that they prescribe that for kidney stuff. I'm gonna have to Google that. For my memory, I don't believe so.
He also gave me Forxiga. Forxiga is also a tablet for type 2 diabetes.
Yes, it is. She's gonna lie. I know she's gonna. Let me play it. I know she's gonna lie.
It's supposed to help regulate blood sugar even more.
It does. And you know what else they prescribe that for, especially for diabetics? For heart failure and kidney failure. That's what they prescribe that medication for. Is there something going on, Chantal, that you want to tell us?
So I take that once a day.
Which, you know what? And actually, which would explain that severe edema that she had. I wouldn't be surprised if she's at the beginning stages of heart failure.
Also, I still take my
So I keep saying go to the cardiologist.
Twice a day with food. So one in the, like, my first meal of the day. And then, so yes, I've been on like kind of a schedule where I, have to be up in the, not early morning, but in the morning enough to take the tablets.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know if she's going to be able to do this, because Chantal can never stick to anything. She never completes anything. When you're a diabetic, and especially if you're on insulin, you need to stick to a time schedule as far as like your the doses that you take and your pills. It's so important because of how it affects your body, the injections and what it could do. You have to do it at the same time every day. I honestly, my opinion, I don't think Chantal's going to be able to do that. And she's going to end up making herself really sick.
Everything like that. Like,
this is going to be real dangerous for her.
I have like alarms that I set for my tablets. I don't want to miss one because I have so many now, unfortunately. But anyways, inshallah in the future that will change. Because the doctor's like, you know what can change all of this is if you just completely get your weight under control. So I'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, really? Oh my goodness.
Excuse me.
You don't say, Chantal. I would have never known that. It's amazing.
So I'm still on the antibiotic for the kidney infection, by the way. And then at night, at around 10, I take, no, did I say the Forxiga at night at 10? Forxiga's not at 10, sorry, Forxiga's in the day. The one at 10 is Atlantis. So I have this, if you don't know what insulin looks like, if you're curious. I thought it was a pen. The doctor in observation was talking about, like, he's like, if you are like afraid to inject yourself, I can prescribe a pen. And I'm like, so I don't know. Maybe that's what I understood, but I'm like, I'm fine with injecting myself. I don't care. You know, it's not a problem. So this.
Oh, you don't care. Where did you pick that habit up of injecting yourself? The green peen, maybe?
Is
That's a
Lantus,
big
and it's just
vial.
like a
Wow.
vial, and you put
Wait,
the
and are you just keeping that out on the table, Chantal? You know that insulin needs to be refrigerated. So I don't know if you were misreading the instructions on that. It needs to be refrigerated. It needs to be kept at a specific temperature.
needle in here, and they give you a huge box of these syringes. I already have an open box, that's why this one is unopened. Like a huge amount.
Yeah, the syringes that my husband's not on the syringe like that anymore, but when he would get them, they would come in like little bags, like packs. It was like a box with packs, like bag packs of syringes in them, and the needle is so small that you really don't even feel it when you inject yourself. But now he's on, I don't even know what kind of insulin. They switched it. He's on like the pen that's already fully loaded with the insulin or whatever, and he takes the insulin in the morning and at nighttime.
Just like, they look like that. And of course they give you like a box of alcohol swabs. So.
And that's another thing she's gonna have to be really careful with, because she's filthy, and she doesn't bathe like a normal person. Diabetics are prone to infection. So if she gets, a scratch, or like my husband, for example, had a blister on his foot and end up having part of his foot amputated, because they're so prone to infection. It's sad, but I mean, that's just, the life of a diabetic. So she needs to be really clean and really careful.
Yeah, so that was, that's that. I was expecting it for my blood today, like when I just took it, to be super high, like just super high, because like I had something to eat before my nap. It was just some like lentil soup I had.
Lies.
And I didn't have bread or anything. I had a little piece of cheddar cheese, some lentil soup. And I don't know why, but I just found like, because like even no matter what I've been eating, sometimes like I've been eating like carbs before, but like I stopped doing that since that one high blood sugar reading. But I was still like discouraged. Like I was
Literally,
like,
what did I have today? Because I went shopping I went shopping. I left at 9 o'clock this morning, and I didn't get back till like probably right before I started making this video. So, which is about 1:32 in the afternoon. Grocery shopping is so expensive. I literally spent I'm not going to say how much I spent, but I spent a lot of money, and I got 2 packs of like meat. I got ground turkey and some chicken breasts, and the rest of the stuff was just basically things for the house to function, like toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning items, dog food, like all that jazz. Like, I cannot believe how expensive the store is, and I went to multiple stores to get the best deals. It's outrageous.
just waiting to be discouraged, and it was like lower, so much lower. And I'm like,
Oh, but what did I
yes,
eat today?
yes.
What did I eat today? I had 2 bananas. I didn't even have my coffee today. That's why I have a headache. And I made some pasta with some sauce, red sauce, today for the kids because they like that. But I don't eat this sauce. I just had the plain pasta with some butter and Parmesan, and that's it. I'm done for the day. Yeah. Especially, when you're sick and you have a cold and you can't taste anything. And my cold right now is like it's like a head cold. So I feel like I'm underwater and I can't taste anything. It's not COVID because I've had COVID before. It's not that. It's just a regular head cold. And you don't want to eat anything. That's how I feel.
Please be working. Maybe the kidney infection's going away. Maybe the Forxiga's helping. I don't know, the insulin. I'm just like, yes, please. So then, the doctor was like, everything can go away. All of these problems, would most likely go away if you, get your weight under control.
Really?
So he gave me two prescriptions, like on a prescription paper. He wrote like my weight and everything like that.
Prescription for
to
what?
go see the obesity clinic, which is why you see beside the obesity.
Like, who does this? Like, I've never had appointments. Like, look at her looking at the obesity clinic. Like, I don't want to do this. Damn this clinic. Like, come on, Chantal. It's like, can you imagine people walking by and seeing her in front of the door, like posing for a photo? Weirdo.
Clinic door, because it was like right near our appointment. And then there's a nutritionist door. Nutritionist.
Duh. They would be in the same location.
It said nutrition on the door. So there's nutrition, obesity. So I have to go at some point, and
she's not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Watch. I'm telling you, if she does, she might go one time. She's not gonna complete the course. And she's not gonna stay on track as far as giving herself the insulin injections with a time schedule. She's not going to do none of this. Might last for maybe a week. I'll give it a week, and then it's like back to Burger King mukbang.
While we were there was no one there because we went pretty close to the 5 o'clock mark. Like, it was like between 2 and 5. But yeah, by the time we were done my appointment, and by the time we got there, but done my appointment, everything, it was like getting pretty late, and there didn't seem to be anybody in there. So we have to go at some point soon and see about arranging.
What do you mean we? Is Salah taking the obesity class with you as well as the nutrition class? Why? Does he want to get rid of his glitter tits and birthing hips? Oh, that's sweet.
The diabetic education program, the obesity management, and the nutrition. So,
I just had a thought. One of my favorite Amberlynn moments is when that person said, and Amberlynn read it out loud, when they said, you don't have OCD, you have obesity, and she read it out loud. That was hilarious.
And this can happen. Like, this is like bing bang boom. Like, I honestly,
bing bang boom.
Sorry.
Diabetic thirst. Yalla.
I honestly feel like.
I honestly feel that the eyeliner on that one eyeball is irritating. That's how I feel.
Healthcare I've been getting so far in Kuwait, I just like it so much more.
Oh, here we go. Let's trash Canada.
In Canada, I don't know.
Oh, in Canada.
I don't know how it's just more.
You are a bitch, Chantal. Here we go again. Let's trash Canada. You are such a leech on the system. You are the reason why people hate the Canadian healthcare system. You are the reason why people hate a social care system for people that are in need. You are the reason why, because you leech off the system when you're not supposed to.
Accessible. I don't know if it's that. I have Salah with me.
What are you talking about?
Support.
They have the same healthcare in Canada. You just don't follow through with your stuff. You don't go to the appointments, and then you get booted out of the system. That's why you have a problem. It's not that Canada doesn't have a healthcare system, Chantal. You sound stupid.
It helps. I don't know what the deal is with that. But
please, not go into your appointments.
I definitely just feel more hopeful and not
Please.
like, oh my gosh, like I see a lot of people worried, like you need to come back to Canada, you need to come back to Canada. And it's like,
because people say that, and I even say that, because you have your family, you have whatever friend, Pete's, that you have there, and then you have free healthcare, and you have access to a lot of healthcare there, and you would have no worries. But you've screwed that up for yourself, and probably got blacklisted in the government because you don't go to your appointments. So that's your damn fault.
why? You know, like maybe people, like I thought too at first, like, you know, oh no, like I'm not native here, the healthcare system,
Native.
blah blah blah. But it doesn't seem to matter.
First of
Like it
all,
doesn't seem to.
why does it matter if you're native there? Chantal, they have like a huge military base. There's a lot of Americans there. There's a lot of Canadians there. There's a lot of Filipinos there. There's a lot of Indians there. It's a multinational country after the Gulf War, Chantal. So I don't understand why you're in the mindset thinking that Kuwait is like a third world country, because I mean, maybe some parts of it are like that, but within the main cities itself, it's not. They have a modern civilization there, Chantal. You sound stupid. You sound racist once again to me, and you just stereotype shit. It's annoying.
Matter where you're from, what kind of, you know, status you have here. You know, the healthcare is pretty darn good, and
that's basically the same thing in the United States. While everybody doesn't have health insurance, there's people that don't have health insurance. Every hospital, they have to, if you're injured or something, they have to get you stable. So they will take people in and get you stable. That's like a normal thing. So like, what are you talking about?
yeah. So
You act like
so
people are
from my
just
experience,
on the
anyways.
street dead.
So there's just lots of options, and I really am gonna try to just be consistent with this. Take my medication, go to these programs.
You're not doing it.
And really try to see, like, you know, what I can do to improve myself. And
Okay, see that statement right there. Really try to see what I can do to improve myself. No, there's no trying to see. You're beyond that point, Chantal. You have to do it. There's no trying to see shit. You have to do it.
it's, you know, going to be a process.
Yeah, it's that eyeliner on the one eyeball bothering you, isn't it?
I don't feel like when I got sick on July 1st, I was like, what's wrong with me? It could be a million things. Like,
You know what's wrong with me? And what's wrong with me? I have a cold. See, I'm delusional. You know what's wrong with you, Chantal? You weigh like 500 pounds. That's what's wrong with you.
you know, and
You
I
keep eating.
had so much anxiety then. So to compare to how I felt July 1st, full of anxiety, to now on a path of recovery, and you know, the main key thing here is I know I have to do my part.
There's no path of recovery for you. You are beyond that. You are on a path of stabilizing your diabetes and trying not to have a full blown heart failure episode or kidney failure episode or liver failure episode. That's where you're at. There's no, you know, wishy-washiness about it, Chantal. It's either you want to save your life or you don't. That's your two options right there.
Like I have to be really serious and seriously, no more BS. Like,
Really? Didn't we hear this a month ago?
For me,
There was a reaction channel. I forgot who it was. Forgive me. I don't remember. I saw your video though, where you reposted the video, or I think it was it a community post? No, it was a video where she said the same BS literally a month ago when she was first had the kidney infection. So let's see. Are we going to do round 3 with this? I think so.
my health, and I can't muck around, and you know, I can't afford to just stall for whatever reason anymore. You know, like, yes, food addiction, and I will always stand by that. Food addiction Eating disorders are horrible, and I'm sure that they can help me with that in the obesity clinic.
I don't know if that's the case
Because
because I don't know like how the healthcare system there is, but here, like for me, because I have Kaiser Permanente insurance, they have like specific departments for specific things. Like I've had my same, well, I had my same psychiatrist for probably over 20 years, and then she retired, and then I got another one. But yeah, you have to go to specific departments. I hope they have a specific department for eating disorders there, because I believe that's the only way that you are going to be able to become healthier, Chantal. And if you follow through with it, it's no wishy-washy time.
people who are severely obese, it's a disease.
It's
It's
not a disease. No.
a huge medical condition.
No. See, and that's, I don't like when people do that. No, Chantal, if you were born with some type of chromosomal issue or some metabolic issue where you gain weight, then yeah, it's a disease. Yours is not a disease. This is like a self-inflicted illness. So you cannot put yourself in the same category as someone who has like an actual disease or congenital or chromosomal or whatever the case might be condition. This is a self-inflicted illness. No, I don't give you that excuse.
And
And it kind of makes me mad to people, like, for people that actually, you know, are sick, that have developed something, that are not harming themselves, be it with food, drugs, whatever, alcohol, that genuinely develop some type of disease. People like Chantal are taking up the room in medical facilities. That's wrong. I don't like it. I'm not saying that she shouldn't be getting help. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is they don't realize what they're doing and how it affects the community, the surrounding community within the medical care system. That's what I'm saying.
I always say nobody wants to wake up and be 400 or 500 pounds. Like
You do.
even 300, whatever you're overweight.
So
Like every
let me guess. Did she just give herself away? She just said 400 or 500 pounds. So ding, ding, ding. You gave yourself away. We knew it. I'm saying, honestly, I think you're pushing 600. You're in the fives.
one's body's different, metabolism is different.
You have no
You know,
metabolism
30,
because you don't
40
exercise.
extra pounds can affect somebody. It depends on your body and your system.
That's true. Like because you typically, I think it's like, is it 10 or 20? I can't remember. 10 or 20 pounds is usually a size of clothing. So if I put on 40 pounds, yeah, you'd be able to notice. If you put on 40 pounds, I don't think people would be able to really notice, because you're Death Star shaped.
And some people can live years and years being 800 pounds. It just depends, you know.
Why would you want to live like that?
At me at this weight, it's affecting my health.
Oh,
And
now
in a really bad way, and it keeps affecting my health.
it's been
And
affecting your health.
I have severe issues with food, and
You have severe issues with addiction. It's not just food. We saw, we witnessed all of this play out. We have witnessed this play out over the years, Chantal. Whatever you sink your talons into, you become addicted to. Whether it be that stupid sandwich from, what was this? Nashi sandwich, addicted to it. Chicken tikka masala, addicted to it. Nader, addicted to it. What else? Cocaina, addicted to it. Edibles, addicted to it. Like you just like get addicted to everything. You just have an addictive personality. If it's right now, the only reason why it's food is because you're in a country that prohibits all the other stuff. Otherwise, if you were in Canada, you'd be doing all the other crap.
so many, so I think that obesity clinic should be able to help learning proper nutrition, especially like with when you have type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is a bit different. So anyways, I'm just really hopeful.
Literally, if you would get off of TikTok and Wikipedia, websites online where you could literally learn. They're going to teach you the same things as the class would teach you. But, you know, you're not going to do either. You're not going to do the class, and you're not going to go to the proper websites online. You're going to go to TikTok and Wikipedia.
And I'll keep you guys posted with updates like this. I'm going to try to live a pretty normal life in between and do fun things.
LOL,
I'm not trying to,
sure.
you know, get out more, do whatever, I don't know. Just, you know, take care of my home, take care of my health. That's
Take
like
care
the
of my
main
home.
thing I want
I
to
like how you say you take care of your home like you live in this palatial mansion. Get out.
focus on right now. So, anyways, guys, I think I've said enough for now. Talking makes me more thirsty, so I'm going to work
Diabetic thirst.
on waking up and finishing whatever I gotta do. It's still daytime here, and work on getting this video out to you guys. And yeah, hope to see you again soon live or in another video. Thanks for listening.
Anyways, honestly, she right now she has all the right tools to actually be successful in this, but because Chantal wants to do what Chantal wants to do, and she's not going to do what people tell her to do, my prediction is that she will either not complete the classes, or if she does complete the classes, she's going to ignore everything that is taught in the classes and listen to the TikTok dietitian. As well as she's not going to stick to a schedule with the insulin, and she's just going to be sticking herself with it at random times, which is bad and will make herself ill. Anyways, this is a hot mess. All right, guys, that's it for me. So I hope everybody's doing well. And like I said before in the video, thank you for all the well wishes with this summer cold. Great. Everybody knows the summer cold is just fun. Thanks for all the well wishes. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.